Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Naima and welcome to Naima's Desserts. This started off a year and a half ago where I began this journey. It's been a very challenging journey, but alhamdulillah, it has taken me far. I truly believe with patience, perseverance and hard work, you will definitely reach where you need to be. So today I'm going to be making for you one of my very best sellers within my desserts. It's called the Strawberry Jive. With that being said, let's get started. Let's get started. So for the jelly, you require strawberry jelly and a few strawberries as well as hot water. Usually at the back of the jelly, the box of jelly, you would usually find the instruction as to how you make jelly. But I do not use a cup of cold water and warm water. I would usually just use warm water because I feel that it sets the jelly quicker, it's more firmer, and especially if you're making a lot of desserts, we're looking for a quicker method to set the jelly faster. So I'm going to start off with my jelly. I'm going to add in my hot water. Please remember, it all depends on the quantity that you're making. If you are using larger dishes, the quantity of your jelly or whatever else is going to be more. If you are using smaller perspex containers, it could be less. So I'm going to get this mixed up quite well. And once I have that done, I'm going to then cut in few slices of strawberry and add this here to my bowls before I pour in my jelly. It's totally optional. It doesn't have to be done, but I feel that it makes the jelly look more presentable, different from what a normal setting jelly would be. So this is the way to go if you would like that kind of setting. Okay, I'm just going to add 2 pieces at a time. Okay, that's how we're ready to pour in our jelly. Here again, you can decide on how much of jelly you want into the dessert and how little. I prefer having a little and more of the yogurt mixture compared to the jelly. Once this is done, we're going now to take these and now set it into the fridge, put it into the fridge and have it set for an hour, and then we begin with the next step. On to step 2. You will need a cup of strawberry yogurt or more, depending again on the size of dish that you're making. The recipe usually calls for condensed milk, but I don't use condensed milk. I have chosen to use maple syrup, and I know it sounds like, why would you use maple syrup in a dessert? But I have found that it gives it much more of a richer, tastier effect compared to using condensed milk in the recipe. So I've got 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, few strawberries again, which you can add, it's totally optional, a drop of strawberry essence, and I've already whipped up my cream. So we're going to begin by adding a cup of whipped cream. Again, it all depends on how much or what your quantity is like. You will use that amount. I'm then going to add in my strawberry yogurt. Please add little at a time, reason being, sometimes when it's time to pipe in this mixture, it becomes watery and the strawberry yogurt overpowers the whipped cream. So we're just going to do that gently. and we're going to mix in little at a time to get it to the consistency that we want. Remember, not too watery but also stiff. Okay, this is the most tastiest dessert, okay, I feel, and it is something that doesn't only have to be, you don't only have to have it in Ramadan. It can be you can make it for Eid, it can be made at an occasion, it can be taken to brides, it can be just made whenever you feel for a treat. It is so cost effective. It is, besides cost effective, it's so cost effective, it's so tasty, and it is so easy to make. So this is the reason I have chose this specific dessert, because it's something that has been my bestseller and is still going strong, and I think that you are going to enjoy it as well. Now I'm going to take my maple syrup and I'm going to add it into my mixture. You can taste as you go along. You don't have to use the 2 tablespoons like I have. It all depends on how sweet you prefer your dessert. But at the same time, this dessert is not only a tasty dessert, but it's also nutritious. If you look at it, it's got strawberries in it, it's got yogurt added into this here. So we're just going to mix that up a bit, and then I'm going to take in a few drops of my strawberry essence just to give it the strawberry smell and flavor. Okay, that's about it. And we're going to give this a quick whoop. Now that I have my mixture ready, I'm going to pop this into the fridge and check on my jelly to see if it has set. Okay. I've cooled my mixture down, and now that my jellies have set to the way that I wanted it, I'm going to start by piping the yogurt mixture into the jelly. So for that, I'm going to use a piping bag, because spooning it into the dish can be a bit messy. So I prefer using a piping bag because I find it's much neater and gets into the dish properly. But I'm going to first close off the tip of the piping bag with an elastic band, because normally you would find if you just put it into a stand and you pipe through, all the mixture runs down to the bottom. So I keep this here in place just to hold my mixture until I need to pipe. Okay. Once you get that done, you can now take your mixture, your yogurt mixture, and just spoon in to your piping bag. Okay. Please do not fill the mixture right to the top, because it sometimes pours out from the bottom or from the top. So I'm going to take another band and I'm going to close it here at the top. Now once that is set and tight enough for me, I'm going to just snip this off. As you can see, the mixture is already coming out. Okay. I'm now ready to pipe. You can add it right to the top. You can put as much as you like, but I sometimes keep the proportions the same, especially when I'm making it for orders. I prefer to use the exact proportion. Now that we are done with piping in our mixed yogurt mixture, it is now time to decorate. So for this you will need strawberries again. Again, you can add whatever you want to as your finishing touches. I usually just stick to strawberries and piped fresh cream, But you can add whatever. If you choose to add different fruit to it, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, whatever it is that you like to make your dish stand out, you are most welcome to do so. So before I add in my strawberries, I'm going to pipe cream again on top of my mixture and then place in my strawberries. For this, you don't have to use an elastic band because your cream is already whipped and it's stiff, so it's not going to fall out. I'm going to add this to the bag. Just a little. Now we are ready to pipe. Okay, just a few. You can take the piping or the mixture right round, however you like. You just, okay, once that is now done, I'm going to cut a few slices of my strawberries and I'm going to place them around my dish. Okay, so we're going to cut in a few slices of strawberries. This is such a fun and easy dessert, and trust me, kids will really enjoy this, especially as a post-iftar treat on those hot Ramadan days. When you are done and you're exhausted, you just get to your fridge, use these mixtures. I'm sure you'll have a little jelly somewhere stuck in the cupboard, yogurts, the little kiddies yogurts you can use. You take it, you make this mixture here, and it's something you will totally enjoy. I'm now going to take, okay, as you see, I've cut my strawberries and I made them look like a fan shape. So I'm going to take this here and just place it in there, one each strawberry, or you can use how many you like. That's another. Okay, and that's my last one. And before I finish off, I love everything glittery, so I'm going to use a little glitter, and it's edible glitter. Please make sure that it is edible glitter. I'm going to dust this here onto my dessert just to give it a little sparkle. And here you have it. That's my plate. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I have enjoyed making it for you. Fi amanillah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.